starting this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by Aaron Rodgers, a Northern Cal native, played his college football just across the bay at Berkeley.
I would expect him to get a good reception being back in the home area, without a doubt. They remember how well he played for Cal. But think about how his pro career started. He thought he might be the first pick in the entire draft. Instead, Alex Smith was selected, and he went to San Francisco. He has to go all the way to 24 before Green Bay grabs him. And there's a guy who's eventually going to be in the Hall of Fame, or eventually was going to be in the Hall of Fame, sitting in front of him. He had to sit for that time, had to learn, had to wait, had to burn for his opportunity. And once he got it, boy, did he make good on it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
Rodgers pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
10 at their own 2-yard line.
From the end zone, Watson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They have nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Paris Campbell, 98 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
The score, Niners 7.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap for Watson. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
The tackle made.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
From the 39, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got Miller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Here's McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Niners 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Minnesota.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
Rodgers.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That'll be caught by Kupp.
Rodgers pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The score, Niners.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him. So
here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. On 1st and 10, Watson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
35-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Watson, completion here to Claypool. 22 yards there, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's going to...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts
28-yard line.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson to return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. On first down, Watson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Watson on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
36. Vikings.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
39-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in.
Watson's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And Ingram holds it in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and goal, Watson flushed out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And this offense is running away with this one.
The kick is good.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. they are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, the second down throw on target. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
This is McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on. The year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
To kick off.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now a first down throw. Watson, open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ed Oliver able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the 50, it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Watson on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chase Claypool, 34 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Minnesota.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey,
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Gain of 27.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 13.
Michael Gallup. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner.
He is good.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Here's Watson on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Claypool, 56 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles. They had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
To Anthony Miller. 10 yards.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Complete to Christian.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Minnesota.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Rodgers to throw once more. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Niners set to take over on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Throwing now, Watson. Catch made here by Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. From the gun, here's Watson. It's big. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Rodgers' pass complete to Christian McCaffrey. Again,
an extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Third down.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Rodgers' pass intended for...
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Watson's going to throw it here. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Campbell making the catch. And they work this out past the 25. A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to...
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Watson. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
69.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on off.